Hey everyone, Kyle once again, and welcome back to another video. Now, this time, given my thoughts, well, so this is not a good thought video, on another trailer that just came out, and that's of the newest Indiana Jones movie, or we say Indiana Jones 5, you can say, Dial of Destiny. Oh, is it why you get so depressed about it? It's Indiana Jones, right? Harrison Ford's back, right? Look, I love Harrison Ford. You know, I've always enjoyed him. He's always been a great Indiana Jones, you know? The thing is, though, the point is, okay, by the time this comes out next year in the summer. That's 2023. Which actually, speaking of, I have right here, which I'm one of the few people that liked this one, Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, you know. This came out in 2008. 2023 and 2008, that's 15 years, a 15-year gap there. Harrison Ford did this film like he was in his 60s, I think, yeah. Because when he was making this new one, he turned 80. So, but by the time like when next year comes around, but he was in his mid 60s, 65 or be 60, he was like 65 around there when he did this film. People, you can say, oh, he was too old in this to play this one though. But thing is though, I'm one of the few people that liked Indiana Jones for the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, and the amount of shit this film got, you know. Because the thing is, though, I think this is just another prime example with milking franchises. This new one is another prime example where it comes years later, you know, between whatever sequel is, but years and years apart, you know. You can say the same thing with a lot of sequels too, you know. Well, actually, but one of those rare instances, I liked Bad Boys for Life. The third one that came out in 2020, and that was 17-year gap between the second film. But that surprised me. I was like concerned about, oh, you know, it's years later, you know, it was sequel years and years later, but that surprised me because the thing is though, it worked because Will Smith had that, well, he's an asshole now though, but not really, I'm talking about, but in the movie, he still had that good chemistry we had between him and Martin Lawrence. That was what made the film work still. But it was one of those rare instances. But 99%, that's like 1% of the time. 99% of the time, they keep milking these franchises, keeps on going and going until, like I said, until you want to keep on milking the cow, you know, keep milking the little titties until the whole cow is bone dry. Yeah, just keep on milking the cow until it's bone dry. And with this film, and the funny thing is, people complain about the CGI in this film. How ironically, you know, people complain about the CGI in this film, even though this film is not perfect. It has its flaws though, but a lot of people complain about the CGI in this. How is it people are going to give this film shit for its CGI though? But this film I guarantee this has a whole lot more CGI than 4 did, and people are gonna give this one the pass. How does that logic work? Like, you could play the CGI in this film, while this one's gonna have a whole lot more CGI than in this film. Yeah, and the thing is, yeah, the CGI, yes, the CGI, yes, I do complain. I do complain about this with the gophers, yeah, or the whole nuke the fridge thing. People keep on still complaining about the whole nuke the fridge, the alien aspect, and all that. Or Shia LaBeouf swinging with the monkeys like Tarzan. I do give those that, yes, I do. There's nothing without its issues, yes. But the thing is, though, I think the ending, finale of this, where it ended, where Harrison Ford, Indiana Jones, Henry, where he finally married Marion Ravenwood, Karen Allen, right? they finally get married, and with the hat, when the wind blows the hats towards Shia LaBeouf, thinking that the torch is gonna be passed down to him when Harrison Ford takes the hat away. That was a really satisfying ending. That's a total Lost series where it has a satisfying ending where, once again, keep on going with these franchises until they mess it up. And I guarantee that because Karen Allen or Shia LaBeouf is either in this, I guarantee you that there's somehow they're giving an explanation while either they separate that where Mary and Ravenwood were they separate again or she died. I guarantee they're gonna probably say there that she's probably dead anyway because that's what always try to do. So that's probably that. So that she's probably dead. I guarantee they're probably gonna say some excuse like that, and like I said, Harrison Ford, he's 80 years old. He just needs to retire now. Okay, he's 80 years old. People also think about there's scenes in this film where there was a flashback back there where they de-aged Harrison Ford to make it look younger. Big freaking deal, okay? Yeah, it looks good when you de-age someone like Harrison Ford. There's a couple in the past films where they de-age somebody. I say, oh yeah, that looks pretty good. Like with Michael Douglas in the beginning of the first Ant-Man movie, that was pretty good when they de-aged him. But the thing is, or with Alfred Molina when he came back as Doc Ock in Spider-Man No Way Home. But that doesn't mean, good effects doesn't help much. This is a prime example. They just need to stop with these franchises, come up with new things, And James Mangold, he's directing it. Big deal, That guy's a hit and miss, Doesn't matter. Which I knew with this film. One of my predictions, the film won't get as good when Steven Spielberg's not directing the movie. That's for me. That's one hint right there. But James Mangold, I enjoyed Copland, with De Niro, Sylvester Stallone. I liked Copland. He also directed Logan, which I did not hate. I didn't hate. It was flawed though, but I didn't hate Logan. But he also directed the Wolverine previously, which I hated. He directed was it Ford versus Ferrari? It was with the one with Christian Bale. I forget who else was in it, but Christian Bale, he was in that. I actually liked Ford versus Ferrari. I did like that. But then he directed, but the Wolverine I hated. But he also directed Identity as well, which was John Cusack and Ray Liotta. May he rest in peace. Rest in peace to Ray Liotta. He directed Identity, which was a predictable, which I saw coming, So the guy is a hit and miss, James Mangold. Oh, I think he also directed 3:10 to Yuma, the remake of 3:10 to Yuma, with Christian Bale and Russell Crowe. Which I haven't seen that one though, but still, the guy's a hit and miss. But it doesn't matter who's directing the movie or producing it or who did the score. It doesn't matter, It's just the whole aspect, You just keep on pushing and pushing, What else is he gonna do with Indiana Jones? The thing is that the film, it looks like, because like I said, this is the first Indiana Jones film that's owned by Disney, because like I said, Disney owns Lucasfilm, so this will be the first Indiana Jones film that is made by Disney. And the whole, it looks like, it does, the whole look of the movie, it does look like something we see from the new Star Wars movie or a Marvel movie, It doesn't feel like an Indiana Jones movie. It doesn't. And especially with the overbearing of CGI, which has I guarantee has more than Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, which people are complaining about. I'm like, so are you going to complain about the CGI in this movie? Are you? Probably not, because it's a lot of times when people do these trailer reactions, they're so excited, but then hopefully later on they're like, oh, this sucked, what do you do with? Okay, I don't know what the whole process of the whole setup is. The dial of destiny. What is this? A dial. So what's it going to do? Time travel? You dial the time, dial the destiny? I don't know. Or so. They mention something like space or something. They really want to keep on pushing the envelope with Indiana Jones. Well, because what they do. Well, these films are not. Yeah, I know these films are not realistic because you go back, like I said, you have an alien with this crystal skull, all that, psychic powers, or Temple of Doom, ripping people's hearts out, Usude, or in Crusade, we have an old Crusader from centuries ago. He chose poorly. The Holy Grail. This whole thing sounds like it's real ridiculous, and seeing all these scenes with this, everything I see is CGI, back green screen, Not everything in this was green screen in this film, but yeah, I can see that some things were green screen, but not everything was. But this is gonna be probably just a green screen OD. And we have we see Harrison Ford as Indiana. He's talking to John Rhys Davies, who comes back again. We saw him from the first and the third film. John Rhys Davies, just he was in the first film and he was in the third film. Yeah, okay, he's coming back, but the thing is, though, he's old too. They just want to bring him back just for the nostalgia. That's one thing I keep on mentioning over and over again. Is there how many times I keep on saying in past videos with sequels and stuff like that, you want to keep on throwing nostalgia in your face? Hey, remember him from the first film and the third film? Oh, he's in this too, and he's older. Good, okay? Because remember, it's nostalgia. Remember. And just seeing Harrison Ford, like I said, he's way too freaking old. It's like Lethal Weapon. He's too old for this shit. He's too old. You're getting too old for this shit. And then we have a quick shot of Antonio Banderas, which he probably won't do nothing in the movie. He probably won't have much screen time like that he was in which was a trick moment in Uncharted, where you think he was the main bad guy, but he's not. So probably Antonio Banderas is probably gonna do nothing in the movie. The villain, Mads Mikkelsen, which I like. Slow down. I like Mads Mikkelsen as an actor. Okay, he's the bad guy. He's the bad guy in this. It shows the quick shots like he's a Nazi. We see a quick shot of a younger. DH, right? You see a younger shot of a younger version of him. He's opening a chest. We see him in a Nazi uniform. So whatever his motive is, he's the villain in this. I like Mads Mikkelsen. He's been in several films. Which I reviewed. The Hunted was one of his Danish movies I liked. He played Caecilius from the first Doctor Strange. He played Hannibal Lecter in the TV show Hannibal. And I forgot he was in the 2010 remakes of Clash of the Titans. I forgot he was in that. But I like Mads Mikkelsen. Okay, he's the bad guy in this. But the thing is, he's probably going to be a lame villain anyway. And once again, it's a Nazis. A Nazi, like we dealt with Nazis in the first movie. We dealt with Nazis in the third movie. Why is it to be freaking Nazis again? At least in the fourth film, it was Russians. But Nazis again? Jeez. And then we see Harrison Ford running on top of a train, in an obvious green screen, CGI back green screen. And we have Toby Jones, Toby Jones, he played Arnim Zola from the MCU. He was Dobby from Harry Potter, and we see he was in Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom. He's the guy who was the auctioneer. Yeah, Toby Jones or Stephen King's The Mist as Ollie. Yeah, you recognize if you've seen Toby Jones, you will recognize him. There's a quick shot of him yelling "Indy," so he's probably a good guy in this. Yeah, he's a shot. I think it was on the train. He's yelling "Indy," like what Karen Allen did in even in King of the Crystal Skull, where those tribesmen, they were trapping them, and it was she's like "Indy," or Ray Winston as Mac, Jonesy. So we have another guy yelling for Indy, because it's nostalgic. And CGI was stuff that's underwater, like CGI eels. I think those are eels. It was a quick shot. I just couldn't pay attention. CG here, and then we show the hat, his hat, and then title, the theme, for Indiana Jones. And once again, the score in this film is gonna be done once again by John Williams. But the thing is, though, what's gonna be, it's mostly gonna be like almost like recycled stuff. What a better score that John Williams is gonna do for this new Indiana Jones film that we haven't heard from the previous 4 movies. Which also, now we're just for the sake of it, I'm just gonna show them. I have them right here. Just a show for I enjoy these films. And also the thing is, though, John Williams needs to retire too, because I think he even said when he did the final score, the scores he did for Spielberg's new film, The Fabelmans, and then for this one right here, I think he's done now because, listen, I think John Williams, he's 90 years old. He's older than Harrison Ford. He's been doing scores for over 40 years. Over 40 years. Way longer. Way longer. So yeah, this is gonna be the Fabelmans, and this new Indiana Jones film is the last films, the scores he's gonna do, and then he's retiring. I'm like, thank God, because he's 90 years old. He should have retired long ago. And I always enjoy John Williams. He's in my top 3 favorite film composers. Mine's always been Jerry Goldsmith. Always have. John Williams is second. Yes. John Williams gets, yes, I know, because I love the Jaws. I love Jaws. His scores for Jaws, Jurassic Park, many, and even Indiana Jones and Star Wars, Home Alone. Yes, even Home Alone as well. But yeah, even he needs to retire too. So at least if this says this is the last one he's gonna do his score for, that's it. Okay, I guess he needs to retire too. So, and same with Harrison Ford. Okay, he needs to retire. He's 80 years old now. There's a time where it's enough's enough. Does anyone know about that phrase? Enough is enough. I guess no one in these dumb businesses like Disney or any of these idiots here, don't know the phrase of that. Enough is enough. They don't know the meaning of that phrase. Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, so I mean, this is a classic. This is also classic too as well. This is my favorite of the series, The Last Crusade. This has always been my favorite. And I enjoy this film, despite its flaws that even a lot of people still get shit for. They give shit to this film still. See? Wants to run away from me because they know that's just. But the thing is, it had a satisfying ending, but they just want to keep on going. I'm one of the very few people that like this one. This is another This is another example where you have all these old actors now who are old now and want to just keep on going. Okay. I don't know why they just want to keep on doing this. Do they have any common sense? Like they're getting up there when they're so up there in age. They can barely move anymore. And by the way, yeah, Harrison Ford, he's not good. It's obviously going to be a whole bunch of stunt doubles doing his stunt work in this new movie because he's so old he can't do much. He's not very nimble or athletic anymore, Disney just needs to stop this. But I think they're so powerful now. They're not. I mean, Disney doesn't give a damn what I say. Disney's not gonna give a damn what I say. I'm just a freaking nobody. I am 1 in a million. Okay. They're not gonna listen. I'm a nobody. I'm just a lowly dumb schmuck. To them, just on talking to a camera. That's all I am doing. They don't give a damn about my opinion. Okay. And if you are looking forward to this film, I hope good for you. like I said, I hold no one who wants to sit and enjoy this, because that's the thing. We want to go to movies to be enjoyed, but the thing is, though, if you were perfectly fine with keep a franchise keep on going and going, it's your opinion. You know, if you're fine with stuff like this, wants to keep on going, that's fine. I won't get it though, but I just can only speak for myself. But I'm sure a lot of people will say the same thing. You know, when it comes to these series, we just wants to keep on going. You know, Disney just needs to freaking stop this bullshit. You know, everyone hates the new Star Wars movies. They do. Everyone hates the new Star Wars films, especially and also the thing is, are they? I gotta go into this. Quickly go into this. There's this girl that in this trailer. There's this girl that's tag along with Indy. You know, her name is Phoebe something. You know, and she says in the film, he says he's her godfather, goddaughter, godfather, whatever. So what is that way? Is now Harrison Ford's gonna die in this, and that she's gonna be the next Indy? You know, that's a funny thing. And funny, she's gonna be the next better adventurer than Indy is. I'm like, great. And this is gonna be throwing one of those SJW, strong women, better than men. That's something. I would not be surprised if they're gonna throw in some woke or, women are better, men are stupid. I would not be surprised, because I've talked about this a whole bunch of times in previous films, which I'm so damn sick of seeing. I would not be. That's one thing I want to touch on. I would not be surprised if any of that stuff is going to be thrown in this. I would not be surprised. That's sexism. No, it's not. Okay, like I said, there's other strong women I've seen in previous movies. Okay, Sarah Connor from Terminator, Ripley from Aliens. Or even in anime as well, I've seen a lot of strong women characters that are better, and actually a lot of these live action movies are really enough. You know, there's plenty of strong women I've seen both in film, anime, or TV shows, whatever. You know, okay. That's not being sexism, so don't even bother throwing that in there. Okay. Because the thing is, like I said, Disney, especially Disney, has gone too fucking political nowadays. Okay, and just look at what happened in that new Strange World animated movie. It bombed. Yeah, that anime film Strange World, which it looked like crap to me. Okay, I wasn't did I get my interest at all, and look what happened. It bombed. Is that gonna hurt Disney? No, because they have freaking billions of dollars. You think one Disney? Well, actually. That's actually weirdly enough. This is actually the second. Surprisingly enough, this is the second Disney animated movie that bombed. Because earlier this year in the summer, Lightyear bombed. Because one of the main reasons, because the whole controversy of because parents want to take their little kids to a film that's like from the Toy Story series, see two freaking women kissing each other. Yeah, parents don't want to take their kids to see that. You know, sending off the wrong messages or signals, whatever. Just this is the whole thing with the whole why Disney's gone too fucking woke and politicalized this bullshit. You know, and that's one of the main reasons, and it was banned from freaking many countries, and that's why the film. I think that's one of the main reasons why the film bombed. So that film bombed because Disney, they shot themselves in the foot too many times with this. When this is what happens when you throw in your woke or whatever stuff bullshit in your movies, and people don't want to see that, take little kids to see that, and look what happens. Now, I don't know if anything in the Strange World movie, so I haven't seen it though, but the thing is though, this is the second Disney animated movie that bombed. Disney, like I said, I don't know any stuff that's in where see or heard for a controversy from Strange World, but the thing is though, Disney needed to start, hello, knock on wood. They're just a bunch of hacks now, you know. It's just sad because people like with me who grew up who was born in the early '90s and grew up with Disney with this, you know. It's sad to see how far down the shitter that Disney has gone down, you know. And it sucks, you know. And that's why I come to hate Disney now, okay? That's why I would say, yes, fuck Disney, because yeah, there's stuff I give them a pass for. I enjoy The Mandalorian, okay, and I even like the new Chip and Dale's movie, even though I hate Disney Plus because I ain't giving them money, which I don't give them money. My family has a Disney Plus, so I don't go onto that. I don't have it on my own TV. I ain't giving Disney my own money. But I even like the new Chip and Dale's movie. I like The Mandalorian. Okay. There's very few instances where I give Disney, okay, you did something right for once, but that doesn't make it for all the many bullshit mistakes they've done. Indiana Jones 5, I know this is off topic of what I was saying, but the point is that Indiana Jones 5 is another prime example of if they're throwing more woke or women are strong or sequels that just keep on going, which are not needed, not wanted, and keep on bringing the original actors who are now freaking older now, they need to retire. Disney just. It's more talk about. You see, I was calm more in the beginning of the movie, but now I'm bringing up all the stuff that's getting more rageful because Disney has just become such a bunch of bullshit now. They're a bunch of lying sacks of shit now. Okay, or I'm being too harsh. A lot of people see it. Okay, take it from that new Lightyear movie. People saw it in the film Bond because no one wanted to see that bullshit. Am I right or am I wrong? Like I said, I can only speak for myself, okay? I can only be right in my own opinion, okay? I can only believe in my own self, okay? You can choose to believe me or be on my side if you want, okay? You don't have to be on my side, okay? That's why it's all subjective, okay? People have very different of opinions, and in my opinion, I'm not wrong for having my opinion. So yeah, Indiana Jones 5, Dial of Destiny, which sounds like a stupid title anyway. Dial of Destiny. Just dial it back in time and before Disney took over this whole bunch of Lucasfilms. Dial the number, go back in time, and tell them, hey, this is the wrong idea. You're gonna ruin Star Wars, and they ruin this series now. That's the Dial of Destiny. Change the destiny of this company. So yeah, Harrison Ford, just retire now, okay? You're 80 years old. You are not as young. Thing is, I guess that's another reality of things. We all grow old, okay? I'm 31. And I feel like an old man already because probably I'm just I am probably getting too old for shit probably of all the stuff that's happening in this world, especially in films nowadays. Maybe I'm just getting too old for this shit too. That's sometimes my brother calls me. Sometimes he calls me an old man sometimes. And I gotta stop right here because I'm gonna go 30 minutes. Talk about 30 minutes on this whole thing, which I didn't need to though. But there's a lot of things. Is this film just this film just is one of the proof of why this stuff I need to talk about to get my point across. But I didn't mean to go for this long. But if you're looking forward to this film, that's fine. Okay. I am not. I am not holding my breath on anything. Like I said, people want to give this film a whole lot of hate, especially from the CGI this came out. Are people going to give this CGI in this film a pass? If not, you're just a bunch. Some people can be just a bunch of hypocrites, you know. But I've always enjoyed the series. I'm very one of the few people that like this one, but I've always enjoyed all four of these. And there's always going to be a balance, like I said, with Ghostbusters Afterlife, which they did with all those characters and the classic characters from that movie, they screw them up. Rambo 5, Insult, or they could be one of those rare instances where with Bad Boys for Life, which I actually liked. But what other series they screw over? There's other series I like that they've screwed over as well. Oh jeez. Well, so I guess some people can say the Jurassic Park series, with Dominion. I can see why people have they say that franchise has run its course. I can definitely understand why. Well, I'll have to do my review on that though, but that's actually one of the views I'll have to give before the year ends. But I can understand why with the Jurassic Park series. That's another reason. Well, there's other ones too. There's several others. They just keep on going and going. There's this time when there's, like I said, enough is enough. Okay? Plain and simple. Enough is enough. But anyway, yeah. But I know it didn't want to be this long, though, but I just need to get my point across a whole bunch of these, because this new film is another example of the many points I need to make, with this trailer. But yeah, Indiana Jones 5, not looking forward to it. Like I said, Harrison Ford, love you, man, but the thing is, you just gotta retire. Just retire, please. You're too old for this shit. I've always enjoyed you as Indiana Jones from these movies and other past films you've done, like The Fugitive, Air Force One, etc. But just retire, man, please. And Disney, this is my example to you, for you, Disney. Thanks for watching, and take care. Fuck Disney. Fuck them all. Okay? I'm tired of their bullshit. Later.